Hello, my people. I hope you're doing fantastic. It is Jake back for another video. 2 days in a row, we're getting a back-to-back special feature, you all. And for this one, we're going to be tackling the two-way repeated measures ANOVA. And the first question it's going to ask, even though, you can tell I filmed this video a time or two, because I know that the first question is going to ask us, what are our independent variables? And we have two independent variables here. We've got drug, which is the first variable, whether or not they got the placebo or the antidepressant, and then they have therapy, which is the second variable, whether or not they went to therapy or whether they just didn't. And so here we're going to go to the linear model and repeated measures here. And so we're going to have our two factors. We're going to make sure to define those. I define this one as CBT, and you can see here we got two levels for each of that, two levels for drug as well. Go ahead, hit define, and this is where we get over here. And we got to make sure to transfer all of our spots over in the correct position. So placebo and also no therapy. So that's going to be 1, 1. Placebo with therapy is going to be 1, 2, antidepressant 2, 1, antidepressant and therapy 2, 2. So that's how we're going to do that. Gets over to options here. I said effect size. You don't really need effect size, and we don't need to worry about homogeneity since it's repeated measures. And we do want power, however, so we're going to continue with that. Then we're going to go over, we do not need post hoc test because there's only two. Going to make sure to put CBT in horizontal and then drug in the separate so that we can get them over. And we want to look at the relationship between the two. Make sure to get a bar chart with included error bars, of course. And let's see. What else we got going on? Then for contrast, another remodel. All right, it seems that we are about... Oh, so sorry. I almost went over a very crucial portion. So right here, we want to make sure to have all of our means over, and the overall mean as well. Right over there. So we can continue, hit OK. And so this is going to spit out a bunch of beautiful new data for us. And here's a pairwise comparison. Look at all that. Okay. So what we're going to focus on next is our dependent variable, which of course is going to be their rate of suicidality or their suicidal ideation, I suppose. Not necessarily rate of committing suicide, but their feelings towards it. And let's go back over and let's see. We don't really need to worry about sphericity here, I believe, because we're not testing more variables, so we don't have to worry about sphericity really, because if there were more than 3 levels to the independent variables, it'd be different, but because of how many we have, we're going to be okay. And so on this, we're going to focus on the Wilks lambda. Let me go back up. I believe I shortened it quite a lot over here. Yep. So let's see. I'm sorry, I'm not doing the best in this video, y'all. I apologize. But it's alright, we'll go ahead and make this large. And we can see here from this that therapy did seem to have quite a significant effect, but drug did not seem to have a significant effect. And the observed power was pretty, it's just okay, pretty weak. So you really can't confirm anything off of this. But what we do see here is the relationship between both of them together is very strong. So drug by itself not going to do a whole lot for you, but those who do go to therapy are already much better off, and if you've got both the drug and the therapy, you are very well off. So yeah, let's see here. I'll go ahead and exit this guy out, and alrighty, you all. Well, it seems as if that's just about all we got to look at. We can see here that those that did go through therapy and had... Sorry about all these weird, awkward pauses, but my brain finally started working again, and it started loading, and I realized that obviously psychiatric therapy would be lower because they're talking about suicidal ideation, so you would very much want it to be lower after going to therapy, which is what we can see here on the bar graph, is that therapy does seem to help much more than just drug does, because it does not look like it has that much of an effect, though it does look like in conjunction with therapy it does have a lot of